Merry Christmas, Blue River community. Most of you, I am sure, are well acquainted with who I am. But for those of you who are not, let me introduce myself. I'm Mr. James Bales, and I am the Performing Arts Specialist for Blue River Valley Schools, teaching general music, vocal music, and theater arts to students in preschool all the way to their senior year. This is my 29th year teaching at Blue River, and the students and families I have come to know and love in this community are the best anywhere. I know that many of you watching were probably a part of one of our annual Christmas programs at some point. I knew from the beginning that this year's production would be different. A live performance without an audience? I certainly never imagined teaching kids and students how to perform without having a live audience to show our end product to. But we went ahead with plans for a full stage production, knowing that we would record a video of it all. We were in full swing with rehearsals when the new mandate from the County Health Department came out requiring us to go virtual for 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. Those were 2 very crucial weeks for us, as that was the time when we were going to be doing all of our video recording. So we've had to go with Plan B, or C, or D. I'm not even sure what plan we ended up on. But I was determined to not let this be the only year in my 30-plus year career that I did not produce a Christmas program. What we've ended up with is a sort of a hybrid program. You will see some video, you will hear some audio recordings, and you will see images of student artwork. Since we lost our stage time, we decided to do the play part of our production as an old-fashioned radio show. There are probably a very few people watching who actually remember, but there was a time when dramas were presented on the radio just like shows are presented on TV today. Regardless of the obstacles that have fallen across our path, all of our students have worked very hard to adapt and create what we are about to present to you today. While this is certainly not what we hope to present to the community this Christmas, I believe it is the best we could come up with under the circumstances. Some of you may remember this script and music from years ago when we first presented it. You will hear the voices of Blue River Valley students in our video recordings, with the select choir taking the lead, and they were being supported by all of our elementary students. So, without further ado, I present to you the students of Blue River Valley Elementary School in our production of a modern adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. Take it away.
Yes, the spirit's going to get you. Seems like it happens to all of us around this time of year. Why, it even happened to Ebenezer Scrooge in triplicate. But I suppose that's getting ahead of our story. Let's begin by dropping in on Mr. Scrooge at his office, a friendly money-lending institution called Scrooge & Marley Limited. It was late in the afternoon on one very special Christmas Eve.
$37, $38. Keep your eyes on your own work, Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Ebenezer. Bah humbug! Save me from Christmas.
Uncle, Christmas a humbug? You don't really mean that.
Oh, yes, I do. Merry Christmas. What's the reason to be merry? You're poor enough.
Well, what reason do you have to be miserable? You're rich enough.
Bah, there's no such thing. Only poor enough.
Well, what? Don't be angry, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world full of fools blabbering Merry Christmas all the time? What's Christmas to you but a time for paying bills without money, a time for finding yourself a year older and not a day richer? If I had my way, every idiot who goes around with Merry Christmas on their lips should be boiled in their own pudding and buried with a stick of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, you celebrate Christmas your way, I celebrate it in mine.
But you don't celebrate it. Why don't you join us tomorrow for Christmas dinner?
I'll have plenty to keep me busy here at the office. Which reminds me, these are still business hours. Please be good enough and let me get back to work. Good afternoon, sir.
Please think about my offer, Uncle Ebenezer. You're always welcome. And you do look like you could use a day off.
Good afternoon.
Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. And to your family, Bob Cratchit.
Thank you, and to you too.
And a Happy New Year to all.
Good afternoon.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
Good afternoon, sir. Do we have the pleasure of meeting Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley's been dead over 7 years, in fact. He died this very night.
No doubt his generosity is well represented by his surviving partner.
Mr. Scrooge, at this festive season of year, some of us are gathering donations to help the poor.
What can we put you down for, sir?
Nothing, sir.
You'd like to remain anonymous?
I'd like to be left alone. I don't make myself merry at Christmas, and I can't afford to make ideal people merry. My taxes help to support the prison and the workhouses. They already cost more than they're worth, and those who are badly off can go there.
Many would rather die than go there.
If they would rather die, they'd better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon. And I suppose you want the day off tomorrow, Cratchit?
If it's convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's unfair.
Well, it is only once a year, Mr. Scrooge.
That's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. I give you one Christmas day off and you expect them all. But I suppose I must. Just be here early in the morning.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge. I really appreciate it, sir.
All right, you can run along, Cratchit. I'll close the vault for tonight.
Yes, sir, and thanks again, sir.
Let's see where I was. I suppose I can finish counting in the morning. It does have a nice ring to it, and I kind of hate to put it away.
What makes me love my money? I can count on it. What makes my dark days sunny? The money, I'll admit. They say you can count on human kindness, that's all trash. Just let them get close enough and in a flash, they want my cash. I'll count on gold and silver, that's my recipe. Unlock my tiller, fill her up with currency. My charity starts at home for my own benefit. So I'll take money, 'cause I can count on it.
What makes him love his money? He can count on it. What makes his dark days sunny? The king side.
It seemed particularly cold and gloomy to Scrooge as he arrived home that night. It was an eerie night when, well, anything could happen. At the first sign something was wrong came the unmistakable sound of chains dragging through his house.
Scrooge. A humbug. Scrooge. It's still a humbug. I won't believe it.
Ebenezer.
What do you want from me?
Much.
Who are you then?
Ask me who I was.
You're very particular for a ghost. All right. Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me, do you?
Not really.
But why do you doubt what you can see?
Well, I've had a slight stomach disorder and it's probably affected my vision. You must be a bad dream brought on by a undigested bit of beef or an old potato. Yes, that's it. There's more gravy than there's more grave about you, Jacob Marley. Stop, please. I believe in you. Why do you come here? And why do you drag that huge chain around with you?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard on earth. And now I wear it forever. Yours, Ebenezer.
Mine?
Why, yours was this long 7 Christmases ago, and you've been working on it ever since.
You gotta help me out, Jacob. You're always a good man in business.
Business? Mankind is my business. But how seldom I paid attention to it. Listen carefully. For my time here is nearly gone. I'm here to warn you that you may still have a chance to escape my fate.
You're always a good friend, Jacob. Thank you.
You will be hunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance you mentioned?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Expect the first when the bell tones 1.
See, Jacob, could I just check them all at once and get it over with?
The second will appear at 2 o'clock and the third at 3. I must go now, Ebenezer. For your own sake, remember what I said. Farewell.
Jacob! Wait, Jacob! 3 spirits? Humbug? Are you the spirit I was worried about?
I am.
Well, what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Well, why exactly are you here?
For your welfare.
I appreciate that, but a good night's sleep might do well for my welfare, then.
Let's call it your redemption. Then rise and walk with me.
Where are we going?
You'll see.
Let's
The ghost took Scrooge to see the many shadows of things that have been, and each scene brought back 1,000 hopes, joys, and cares, long forgotten. They visited a school during Christmas holiday. Though it was not quite deserted, a solitary child, neglected by his friends, was left there. He was cheered, though, by a visit from his sister, Fan. She had a large and loving heart, but died a young woman, leaving one child, Scrooge's nephew. Ebenezer's favorite visit, however, was to his first employer, Fezziwig. Here was a person who made the people around cheerful and fulfilled, not with money, but with words and actions so slight and insignificant that they seemed to go unnoticed. And every Christmas Eve, they would close the shop early and throw the happiest Christmas parties you've ever seen.
Get out the boat, get out the old banjo. We're fixing to have some fun and sing a song. Pick out a partner, pick out a friend, pick anyone you know. Gonna dance and sing out strong, so you can sing along. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. Having a hold down round the Christmas tree. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. What a Christmas jamboree. Get out the holly, get out the tree, get out the mistletoe. Get ready for some hospitality. We're gonna sing now, we're gonna dance. Take off your shoes, let's go. Take it down home melody and sing it in harmony. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. Having a hold down round the Christmas tree. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. What a Christmas jamboree.
Now let's all form a circle. Now slide down on the floor and clap your hands so hard you make them soar. Circle to the right now to come back home once more. Then sing it out the door, just like we did before.
It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. Having a hold down round the Christmas tree. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. What a Christmas jamboree. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. Having a hold down round the Christmas tree. It's a holiday, holiday, hold down. What a happy Christmas jamboree. Yeehaw!
Now who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Have a look. You've never seen anything like me before, have you?
Never.
Then you've never bothered to meet any of my older brothers?
I don't think so. How many brothers do you have?
Oh, over 2,000.
Now that's a lot of mouths to feed.
Every year at Christmas time, one of us drops in on this little planet to help solve some of its biggest problems. That's why I've come to see you, Scrooge.
Sir, I can assure you that after the lessons I've heard from visiting the past,
Scrooge, you've just begun to learn about the real world. Come with me and I'll show you. Hang on, Scrooge, we're taking a ride to see what we can see. You don't need money, you should like that. This entire trip's free. All over town, the chimney smoke, the fires are all blazing away, and people showing love to one, and all they celebrate the day. You don't have to be a whiz to know that's the way it is.
That's the way it is, Mr. Scrooge. You can see it all right here today. You've been on your own, now you've got to be shown. Ebenezer, hear me say, that's the way it is. Now Matthew Fred is having a bash. It's Christmas afternoon. Everyone came to have some fun at the old tycoon. So do you suppose that Fred is mad because of your point of view? Well, being rich but having no fun, he just feels sorry for you. Now you don't have to be a whiz, you know that's the way it is. That's the way it is, Mr. Scrooge. You can see it all right here today. You've been on your own, now you've got to be shown. Ebenezer, hear me say, that's the way it is, Mr. Scrooge. You can see it all right here today. You've been on your own, now you've got to be shown. Ebenezer, hear me say, that's the way it is.
Now where am I?
I'm not surprised you don't recognize the luxurious surroundings of the Robert Cratchit mansion.
I've never met his family. Will they be able to see us?
No, I'm afraid they'll be denied that pleasure. But you can see them. Let's stick around, shall we?
Hurry and set the table, children. Your father and Tiny Tim will be here any minute.
Yes, Mother. I'll get the stuffing.
There they are. Hello, Father.
It's Tim and Father.
Merry Christmas to all. Now you children get washed up for dinner and hurry up now.
Yes, Father. We'll be right back.
And how is little Tiny Tim today? Good as gold and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things you've ever heard. Coming home, he told me that he hoped people saw him today because he's a cripple and it would remind them on Christmas Day to be thankful for their blessings. You know, he does seem to be getting stronger, doesn't he? We're ready for dinner, Father.
All set.
Peter, help me get ready, Father. Why, thank you, Peter. And now that we're all here, it's time for a toast. A Merry Christmas to us all. And a Merry Christmas to the founder of our feast, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. The founder of our feast, indeed. I wish he were here right now. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast on. My dear, the children, it's Christmas Day. It would have to be a Christmas Day to toast the health of such a hard, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you, poor dear. But Christmas Day. Children, we shall toast your father for all the love and happiness he has given us, and to Tiny Tim for the good health he so deserves. And since it's Christmas, I'll even drink to that old miser, Mr. Scrooge. A Merry Christmas to us all. God bless us, everyone.
Sometimes I ask myself, is there one road to happiness? And does it lead to something that is real? Watched as others build their own illusions of success. Then I look around and see what I have found. Find my real treasure, what I
Then I must confess, of all that I possess, the one thing that matters is in my heart.
'Cause we got love, love. No matter what the love is, I will see us through. We got love, love. And I'll be there beside you.
I'll be there to guide you.
No one can divide you. 'Cause we got love. Yes, we got
Tell me, Spirit, what will happen to Tiny Tim?
No, Scrooge. How can a person who already supports the workhouses and prisons have an interest in the welfare of just another needy child?
Now, never mind that. Will he die?
Oh, without proper treatment, perhaps. But Scrooge, that would help decrease the surplus population. We have to go now. It's time for me to leave you.
But you've shown me so much. I want to learn more.
Remember, Scrooge, there's never enough time to do all that you want. And suddenly, it's too late.
The Ghost of Christmas Future presented Scrooge with a different experience altogether. He was a dark, faceless phantom, shrouded in black and scattering gloom and mystery wherever he walked. By now, Scrooge was anxious to make the most of his time in the spirit world and followed him willingly, though the phantom never spoke a word. Back at the Cratchit house, they found a small, vacant seat by the fireplace, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. As they traveled along, Scrooge would plead for the phantom for an answer. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or the things that may be? But he received no answer.
I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. I thought he'd never die. What has he done with his money? I haven't heard. Left it to his company, I suppose. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's probably going to be a very cheap funeral. I don't know anyone going. Suppose we get a group together and volunteer. I don't mind the fun provided.
The dark night brings scavengers and thieves. There's no one left, there's no one to grieve.
Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's for sure. Nobody did more than him.
So who's the wiser? Not a dead man, I suppose.
And if he wanted to keep his things after he was dead, why didn't he have someone look after them instead of just lying there all alone?
True words were never spoken. It's a judgment on him, that's what it is. And let's get on with it. He doesn't need warm clothes when he's going.
Where am I? It's my own room. And I'm alive. Oh, thank you, Jacob Marley. I've still got a chance to change. But I don't know what to do first. I feel as light as a feather, as happy as a schoolboy. Wait. It's Christmas. And I think I know some people who'll never forget this day. There's a special glow on Christmas morning. There's a feeling down deep inside. On this bright new day, it's so great to be alive. Alive! It's a magic time, a shining moment, when our hearts seem to beat as one, like a time of old, but a time we just begun.
The simple things are the best after all, when Christmas is in the air. The laughter, the singing, the fire so bright are just reflections of the love we share. Let the bells ring out on Christmas morning. It's a newborn day, bring out the sun. Let the music ring, open up and sing Christmas mornings for everyone. The simple things are the best after all, when Christmas is in the air. The laughter, the singing, the fire so bright are just reflections of the love we share. Let the bells ring out on Christmas morning. It's a newborn day, bring out the sun. Let the music ring, open up and sing Christmas mornings for everyone.
Old Scrooge was beside himself with delight. He hurried off to find the grocer and the toy shop owner to anonymously send a lavish dinner and gifts to the Cratchit family. He sought out the two people from the charity and insisted on making a donation large enough to cover what he called many back payments. He even managed to stop at his nephew Fred's Christmas party for a joyous holiday celebration, but Scrooge was at the office early the next morning. If only he could catch Bob Cratchit coming in late. And he did. It was 18 minutes after 9 when Bob tried to sneak into the office and look very busy at his desk.
Cratchit, what do you mean coming in here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I'm a little behind schedule.
You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, please.
It's only once a year, sir. It won't happen again.
I'll tell you what, my friend. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer, and therefore, I'm about to raise your salary.
What?
And Merry Christmas, Bob, and merrier Christmas than I've given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary, and this afternoon we'll discuss what we can do to help your family. We're going to start by getting the right doctor for Tiny Tim. He will get well. Bob, you can count on it.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a boss, and as good a person as anyone could imagine. And it was always said of him that he knew how to celebrate Christmas well, if anyone alive did. May that truly be said of all of us. And as Tiny Tim so aptly observed,
God bless us, everyone.